Let's go over what is public key infrastructure or public key and the public and private keys. Like we mentioned before, a key pair is a set of two keys, one a private and second one a public key, that basically they work together as a team. The public key may be shared with everybody, but you actually keep a private key and do not share it with everybody. Of course, that's actually used for encrypting the message, and then your public key is used by the intended person that is supposed to receive the message to decrypt your message. Let's go over what are certificate authorities or CAs. Basically, these are systems that create and issue digital certificates. Inside of a digital certificate, there's information such as the IP address of the device or the entity, the fully qualified domain or FQDN, and the public key on that device. Inside of a digital certificate is information about the identity of a device, such as the IP address, the fully qualified domain name or FQDN, and the public key of that device. So a digital certificate can be thought as an electronic document that identifies a device or a person. There are different types of certificates, root and identity certificates. A root certificate contains the public key of the CA server and other details about that server. An identity certificate is similar to a root certificate, but it describes the client and contains the public key of an individual or a host, in this case what we call the client. This is an example of a root certificate. This was actually signed or generated by VeriSign in this case. In here you actually can see the validation period or when the certificate expires. Here you have the confirmation that the certificate is valid and other details of the certificate, including the country that was generated, the organizational unit, that in this case is actually VeriSign, and of course the issuer's name and the common name for that certificate. This is an example of an identity certificate issued for cisco.com. This was actually also issued by VeriSign, and in here you can see that the certificate is valid and other information in the subject name that is specific to the host or the client in this case, which is cisco.com. Here you see the country, the state, the locality, in this case San Jose, and the organizational name, which is Cisco Systems.